Okay, hello everybody. Today we're here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 in the Cessna 414AW Chancellor. We have a 336 nautical mile flight from Sierra Romeo, Quebec, Sarasota to Mike Yankee November Lynden Pindling International. The Chancellor comes with its own configurable passengers, so we'll be taking the whole family to Atlantis at Paradise Island in the Bahamas. Let's hop into the pilot's seat and get started. Someone at my flight school owns a real Chancellor, and often it's parked there on the ramp as I'm coming out for my flight lessons. So I've been drooling over it and just had to fly the virtual version in Microsoft Flight Simulator. FlySimAware's Chancellor is masterfully detailed, so let's take a break for a minute of what only can be described as aircraft porn. Yeah, it's pretty sweet, isn't it? So let's get this bird started up. So first, we'll make sure that our circuit breakers are all in. Looks good here on the left panel and on the right. Then we'll head down and get our fuel tanks both to left and right main. That looks good. Now head down here, we'll make sure the parking brake is set and our gear selector is down. Our avionics are off. Now we'll get our prop to full forward for the left and the right engine. Get our condition levers to full forward, and then I'll crack the throttle a little bit using my throttle quadrant. Now we'll head over to the panel on the left-hand side here. Let's crack open the storm window so we can hear the engine starting. Then we'll flip up the bar here, get the battery on, we'll get the nav light and the anti-collision strobes on so they know that we're about to start the aircraft. Check the fuel. There we go. Left, right tank are both full. And that was the fuel totalizer that you saw a minute ago, which is the fuel computer. So click mode, and it shows 206 gallons. That all looks good. Now we'll head back down here, and we'll turn on our magnetos. We've got left and right magnetos for each engine. So we'll flip all of those switches up. Before I do that, I'm going to check the voltage here with the switch. That looks good. We've got adequate voltage to start the engine. Turn on the left and right alternators. Put the fuel pumps both into low. Clear prop. Next, we'll prime the left engine. And now we'll press the left engine starter. And one of the superb things about this aircraft is the sounds. I love how the engines sound as they're spooling up and as you take them through different levels of RPMs. So you can see on the tack there, we've got our RPMs, we've got oil pressure on our left engine, so that's all looking good. Now I'll head down here and prime the right engine. get it in view. Zoom back a little bit here so you can see it. And we'll press the ignition button for the right engine. There we go. And everything's looking good on my gauges. Okay, good start on both engines. So we could get the fuel pumps both off. We'll head down here and turn the avionics switch on. And you can configure the avionics suite here. So I've got it set up with two GTN 750s using the freeware plugin for that. Now, I'm sure the kids would like some air conditioning, so we'll turn on the air conditioning and close the storm window here. You'll see them. I mentioned there's configurable passengers, so I've got two kids sitting in the back. Alright, for our flight brief, we are flying IFR, departing from Sarasota. We'll be following the Victor 579 airway. That will take us to Lee County, VOR. From there, we'll follow the Victor 7 airway to Dolphin. Then we are on Bravo Romeo 49 Victor to Fowey, and Bravo 646 over the ocean. We'll begin our descent at Fowey. We'll be overflying the Bahamas, and we'll get vectored to our initial approach fix for the RNAV 14 approach. Atlantis and Paradise Island are on the north side of Nassau, and on FlySim.to you can find 3D photogrammetry for it, so I'll put the link there so that you can have this awesome in-game representation of it. I've been there in real life, and the last time my wife posed with this giant fish at the incredible aquarium at Atlantis. Okay, we're going to set our 3000 right here. And the autopilot is right above the GTN 750 there, which works great. We will set it in indicated airspeed mode for our climb, so we'll climb at a target airspeed. And then later on when we do our descent, we'll use vertical speed for the descent. Alright, we've already got our clearance. Let's turn on the taxi light and request taxi. Sarasota ground, Chancellor 5 Alpha Mike, west ramp at FBO. Request taxi with information Charlie. Taxi and hold short, runway 22 via Alpha Delta Foxtrot, cross runway 14, Chancellor 5 Alpha Mike. Sarasota International is payware by the amazingly talented VerticalSim, and I love everything about the airport. The place we're flying to, Lynden Pindling International, is freeware available on FlySim.to by Art P. I'll put the links to both of those airports along with the Chancellor in the video details so that you can download them if you want them. Normally I run with live weather and live time. However, in real life right now, Tropical Storm Ian is hanging out in this area. When I brought up the weather map in ForeFlight, it was not very good, not something you'd fly your kids into. So I decided to just go with the preset for this one. Sarasota Tower, Chancellor 5 Alpha Mike, holding short, runway 22. Cleared for departure, runway 22, Chancellor 5 Alpha Mike. Alright, game on, here we go! In real life, I have no idea how to fly a Chancellor, guys. If you followed my channel, that should be obvious. I've flown real-life Skyhawks, and that's it. So if I make a total mess out of this, this is my first time trying it. We'll see how it goes. If you like general aviation planes, though, this is just a fantastic array of steam gauges. It's also got some digital options, which I really like. And I didn't show you the half of this. This isn't really a review of the aircraft. I mean, there's so many features. There's an iPad EFB where you can configure the aircraft however you like. Add the passengers, they show up in the background. You'll see them in some of the montage scenes. It's even got a walk-around mode where you can do things like unscrew the gas caps and check the oil, which is very cool. So, beautiful aircraft. I highly recommend it. You can see my fictional daughter playing the iPad in the window there on the left. Alright, we're just heading out to shore here. Shortly, we should get vectors from ATC to our first fix. Everything's looking good, so let's sit back and enjoy that awesome flight simulator scenery. Alright, that was awesome. I love flying the Chancellor. It wasn't the best landing in the world, but not too bad for a first try. I'm sure I'll get it if I keep practicing. This is such a beautiful aircraft, and it's got that right mix of speed and complexity, but still something that you can fly very easily. So highly recommend it. And this was a fun flight. It was a longer flight, but it worked out great with the Chancellor. It was awesome to go high, and the scenery as I descended over the tropical waters just was perfect. So if you enjoy content like this, be sure to click that like button, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Clicking like lets me know that you want more content like this, so that's a vote for videos that you enjoy. So thanks as always for flying along with me, and stay tuned for further flight adventures.